And there it is, the viral brownie ice cream sandwich from Animal Kingdom. Let's dig in. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Spread Some Magic 1928. Sorry, super excited about today's recipe. We are going to make the viral ice cream sandwich from Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World early 2026. Now, it is not your typical ice cream sandwich, and it's decently simple to make at home for those of us that can't get to the parks or don't want to wait in that huge line they have. It's 3 layers. First layer is brownies, second layer is vanilla ice cream, and the third layer is like a cookie dough, but with funfetti sprinkles and chocolate chips. So, first things first, make your brownies and let them cool completely. If you're a little pressed on time while they're cooling, pull out your ice cream so it can get softened. So that's our next step. This is cooled completely. Oh, and when you make your brownies, make sure you have overhang to either foil or parchment. That's so we can lift it out and give it some nice cuts. So next layer is vanilla ice cream. Mine has not been sitting out too long, so it's not easy to scoop. You're gonna wanna plop your ice cream into little bits, and then as it softens, spread it out, covering the brownie. Once you're done spreading your ice cream out, this has to go back in the freezer for at least 10 to 15 minutes. We need to like re-solidify this layer before we add our cookie dough layer. So I will do that in a moment, but while this is refreezing, that's when you can make your cookie dough. I already did mine. You can see it in here. I used Avery Sunshine's or averycooks.com. She has a funfetti cookie dough ball recipe. So eggless, super safe to eat, raw. And instead of the white chocolate chips the recipe calls for, I put the regular because that's what they use in Florida. Once that re-solidifies after about 15 minutes, we'll be back to put this on top. All right, our ice cream layer has been in the freezer for about a half hour to 40 minutes. We are gonna add our cookie dough. And just like the ice cream, you wanna add it into like little mounds and then spread together because we're trying to keep separate layers. For this large pan, I did do a double recipe of the cookie dough. If you have too much, let the kids eat it. It's an eggless cookie dough. Now, when I see pictures of this, it is a thin brownie layer, it looks like, followed by ice cream and a decent sized cookie layer. It's the other reason I did a double batch of the cookie dough, because I wanted a nice, thick cookie dough layer. We do have a little bit of ice cream breaking through. That's okay. If you want to make it look more like the parks, now you would put some individual chocolate chips top down so you just see them better. But we're not going to do that. Back into the freezer for another 10 to 20 minutes and get this to be a nice hard layer, and then we will give it a try. I think it's ready. In all actuality, it should probably sit in the freezer for a couple hours, but I'm not patient. This is why you want to have overhanging parchment. Oh yeah, our ice cream's still kind of soft. Our ice cream's still very soft. And there it is, the viral brownie ice cream sandwich from Animal Kingdom. Let's dig in. Definitely needed to be in the freezer longer. My ice cream's still soft. Anyhow, cheers. The brownie bottom with the cookie dough top and ice cream in the middle is delicious. I'm thinking I had a favorite ice cream, a Ben & Jerry's one. Remind me, comment if you remember the flavor that had cookie dough and brownie, maybe brownie dough in it. That's what this reminds me of. So you gotta make sure it's all frozen. Then I would cut your squares, freeze it again. And this is an excellent, worth the time dessert for the summer. I highly recommend making this. So good. You can use your favorite brownie, favorite ice cream, it doesn't have to be vanilla, favorite cookie dough, doesn't have to be what I used. I was just trying to make it like the parks because I can't get there, and this is a win. May not look pretty, maybe I didn't let it set enough, but it is a win, and I make it. I'm telling you, make this dessert. It is fantastic. Anyhow, thanks for joining me today. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and spread some magic wherever you are. Until next time.